Okay, welcome back to my voiceover setup, my fancy voiceover setup. I'm gonna walk you through track 2 on Is It Not Strange, which is called The Other. This was quite the headache of a song. I believe this was the last song that I finished on the EP. It was definitely the most difficult song to produce and mix. I had a lot of breakdowns. I tried a lot of variations of this song. I actually do have an alternate, slower, like sort of lo-fi chill version of this song on my Bandcamp. You can only get the song if you purchase the EP on Bandcamp, and it comes with like the bonus track of the alternate version of The Other. But I made that because I couldn't figure out the production on the main song, and so I was like, maybe I can just produce a different version and it'll be easier to mix. But I ended up coming back to this one and being able to get it to a place that I didn't hate it. Yeah, this mix was just a lot. It was a lot. I think it was mainly the vocals. I just couldn't get the vocals the way that I wanted them, but I ended up getting it to a place that I like. But I will save the vocals for later because I want to go over the like basic instrumentals first. So drums are a big part of this. Same as Dandelion Wine, they're all like MIDI drums. It's very uncomplicated. So I think this one I drew out the individual parts of the drums. I don't think this one was audio generated. But yeah, so those are the two like main drum parts. And then I do have this, which is at the very end. You know what? I'm going to walk you through the two different halves. So if you know the song, the first half of the song is like one song. And the second half, or like towards the end of the song, it kind of slows down and changes tempo and pretty much goes into a different song. And that is my favorite part of the song, but I will talk about the first half of the song first. So those are the drums. It's very straightforward. In terms of synths, I used like a mixture of synths and electric piano sounds, and then those bells that I mentioned from the Dandelion Wine song. I used bells also in this one, so I can just like walk through each sound. So you have this little funky lead at the beginning of the song. That's the only, no it's not actually. I used it twice in the song. This is kind of the main piano sound. It's that little like accented chord situation going through the whole song. Then we have, I think that's it in the first part of the song for the synths. Oh no, there's also this one. My computer can't handle it. Yeah, that's it. It's just like a very ghostly, reverb heavy synth sound. I called it hazy synth because that's what it sounds like. Okay, then we have the synth bass. Comes in on the chorus. So that's throughout the entire song, including the second half, both halves of the song. And then we have the bell sounds. I just realized the bell sounds haven't been playing. This is because I've realized this. The Isotope Vinyl plugin does not enjoy working. I don't really know what they're doing, but it's not playing without the plugin turned off, so I'll just... So, those are through the chorus. Find something. You hear all of this feedback. This is why this production of this song drove me insane, because first of all, it was definitely like the hardest on my computer. I have a 2013 MacBook Pro. It runs fine, but when you get crazy with the plugins and the reverb and stuff, it is not like that at all. Those are the bells. Those are through both halves of the song as well. And then in terms of guitars, we have that guitar. That was so hard to play, to record. I think it's just very heavily edited It's very heavily edited to like time the strums perfectly because I can barely play guitar. So, but yeah, it's just like very distorted and grungy. So I think I was able to pull it off well enough. So last up in the first half of the song are the vocals, and there are no vocals in the second half of the song, so this will be the only time I talk about vocals. Okay, so I have 5 vocal tracks layered in this song versus the 1 track in Dandelion Wine. We have this one. Nobody's with me, guess I'll move on ahead. So it's extremely effect heavy. We have a vocal transformer effect that is doing that like doubling searching the ground in the background. Tons of EQs, tape delay, lots of like distortion. That sounds like a horror movie, so that's like in the background. I don't know why this track is not showing any audio. That seems incorrect, but again, my computer hates this project, so it's just not gonna open, I guess. I don't know. So these are the main vocals on the chorus. Find something wrong with each other, the other. I was having so many issues with this song. It was so hard to record vocally because I wrote it not for my voice, to be honest. And the other 2 are just like accent echoey things. Let's see what this one is. So whenever I end a phrase with a word that I want to echo, I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but the way that I do it is I cut it out of the main vocals and I paste it on a separate vocal track with just that word isolated that I want to echo, and then I put a ton of delay on it. Because otherwise, if you just put a ton of delay on the main vocals, it'll all just like go insane and echo over each other. So here's all the vocals. Is it not strange how we all change how we... Okay, to the second half of the song, which is what I love and I want to talk about. So we have this little effect that helps transition the song. It's very intense. So that helps to transition the 2 halves of the song. And then in Logic, I used this little tempo line adjuster to slow the tempo down. And I also added an effect on Isotope vinyl. There is a way that you can automate the record scratch, like, what's the technical term for it? Let me see if it's on here. Spin down, that spin down sound. It's like, so I was able to add the spin down effect on the synths. I think I did it individually. It doesn't always play back in the project, so I'm kind of surprised that it did it just now, because now nothing is working, so that's fine. So we have these 2 synths, which I think are just left and right balanced. And then we have the bells, obviously. Those are still the same as the first half of the song, except I think I did the chords specifically in this part. This is like very inspired by The Goonies. That's what this makes me think of. One of my all-time favorite movies. Oh, what a good chord. Wow. Okay. Then we have the bass, which is the same as from the beginning of the song. Just like 1 note held, basically. And then we have the guitars, which are the exact same as the bells. And then a ton of like delay and reverb. I did actually play this in real time and I was very impressed with my skills. This is by far my favorite like guitar part on the EP. It's like very basic in terms of like music, you know. this part the way that I played it by accident. Oh, that slide is so good. So the bells and the guitar together are where it's really at. That's good. That's good stuff. So the end, it just kind of goes off. I just realized I didn't actually walk through the drums either at the end. It's just pretty basic. The drums also have that spin down effect on them. That was really hard to like figure out how to do. And then there's like a crash to help with the drop. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything in the song. That was my process of making The Other and mixing it and producing it.